Hello everybody from Spain. 1 week late, or 50 years 1 week after its release. This is the Dancing Queen vinyl, which I've ordered from Polar Music, Sweden. I'm doing an unboxing and opinion on it. So I'm not seeing it. I've seen it online when I bought it. So my review. Okay, so we have 10-inch vinyl. I didn't get a choice. When I went to Polar Music, I just clicked to buy it, and I ended up with the one with the sparkles. There were two versions that you could get. Anyway, I thought, well, I'll buy it. First thing about this is the picture is from that era. Bearing in mind Dancing Queen was recorded in 75 but didn't get released until August 76. This picture not corresponds with the time, because this I think was taken October 76, because the jumpsuits didn't appear until after the actual song was released. But it's just me being nitpicky, you know me. It's done, I suppose, in a retro style. It reminds me more of 1930s, to be quite honest with you. And it comes, of course, with the sticker on the outside. So once you take the sealing off, you lose that. So what I normally do is I get a knife and very carefully prise it open so that I can keep the shrink wrap intact, so that I don't lose that little sticker. Why they can't put the sticker inside, you know, on the actual bit, on the actual cover, I don't know, but there you go. Anyway, so I'm just cutting shrink wrap so that I don't lose that sticker. It's a bit fiddly. So you just, here we go. So, here we go. There we go. So that's done. So then I can. So I've not lost the sticker. It says it's made in Germany. Sticker on the outside as well. Anyway, take it out. First of all, more about the cover. It's just one picture and then just black on the back. Okay. I still think it reminds me more of 1930s. You know, from the sort of Buster Keaton sort of logos. But, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, who's designing this stuff? It doesn't say who designed it or anything. No credits on there about anything. And then I bought my movie light, you know, to see whether it sparkles. Anyway, I've taken this out. To be quite honest with you, I've seen people comment on this before. It does look like dandruff. I don't know whether you can see. It's just like white spots, and I'm trying to catch the sunlight. All it is right. Does it say anything? You know, sometimes you get. Yeah, it says something on here. Something about Master Abbey Road. Is that half speed, room 130 or something? So it's, I think it's a Miles Showell remaster in Abbey Road. I haven't played it, but this sparkle. You know when we got the funny whirly ones for Happy New Year that you're supposed to play it a certain way with light and it does a kind of dance. This sparkling effect just looks like, it does look like dandruff. And I'm going to switch on my movie light. Hang on a sec. Where is it? It's hopefully. Oh, no, I can't put the movie light on because it's got round back to front. It doesn't sparkle. All it is you see that just looks like really bad dust. So that is a fail. Whoever, well, put more stuff in. Put glittery bits in, and then press. That's just white. It just looks as if it's dusty. Okay. Anyway, nothing to tell us that it's a souvenir or anything. It's just got 76 on it. Should say 50th anniversary. Does it say 50th anniversary on any of it? It says it on the little sticker. Anniversary edition with black vinyl with sparkles. No. It's got little white splodges. But okay, so that's it there. Now, okay, fair enough. How many Dancing Queen edition? I got it in 1992 when it charted again. It got to 16. This has not charted in the normal chart since 2014. The charts have been messed up in the UK. I'm talking about, but it has got to #1 in the vinyl chart and in the physical chart. You know, where you pay money and you buy something physical in your hands, and also #4 in sales chart. So that means that because this hasn't featured in the top 100 of the normal chart, this means it hasn't sold anything like for all the streaming stuff. And that brings me to the subject of streaming. I'm sure that artists or record companies now have millions of cell phones with bots and streaming things on a loop to basically rig the charts. Yeah, because this, you know, this has appeared as #4 in sales, so people paying money for it got to #4 in that chart, and yet it doesn't feature in the overall chart. So it's just strange. Now, one thing that they could have done for this 50th, which they have done, they've released the Atmos mix of Dancing Queen, which is all the separate channels all separated out, and so you've got special equipment. You can listen to Dancing Queen as you've never heard it before. I haven't got that equipment, but we now know that the whole song has been separated out, the vocals and the backing and all the guitars and the strings and the piano at the beginning, all that's been separated out so that people with the equipment can listen to this in Atmos, like a big surround thing. So that brings me to this here, the second one, the B-side, which is the Spanish version of Dancing Queen, which was initially called Reina Danzante, but now it's called La Reina del Baile. They changed the title over the years. 1980, when I bought Gracias por la Música LP in Spain, Carnaby, I took it home and I played it, and I thought it sounded really different to the English version. Most of the other songs sounded kind of similar. So 50 years later, with all the technology, they could have taken the English version bits, all the little slicey bits, vocals, taken the vocals out, English vocals. They could have taken the big intro Benny on the piano, which is missing on the Spanish version. Spanish version sounds like a bare bones, almost like a demo. What they could have done as a treat on here, they could have got all those little bits, recompiled the song and put the Spanish vocals back so that it sounds almost identical to the English version, because that's got the really good instrument mix, and dumped the Spanish version, I would say inferior, bare bones, lacking instrumentation, and put the Spanish vocal in. Obviously they'd have to cut the second verse a little bit, and they could have put the Spanish vocal over the English, or what was the English instrumentation, English version's instrumentation. That could have gone there. That would have made this really special. But lack of imagination, whatever. So kind of disappointing. You know, these why 10-inch? You know, doesn't. I would have gone either for a nice 12-inch or a standard 7-inch, and actually printed somewhere on the cardboard cover 50th anniversary, but it's just there. 50th anniversary, just there, nothing else. 76. You know, and in a strange logo which reminds me of the 1930s. So that's my take on it. I mean, I'll play it. I'm sure it'll play. I'm sure it sounds fantastic. But the Spanish version, they could have done something with it. They could have made it an equivalent, so you flip it over and it sounds the same, but it's just got Spanish vocal. Leave your comments below, like they say on that, especially that issue, because that's a missed opportunity. But it doesn't say who's designed it or anything. It just says it's been printed in Netherlands, made in EU. No, yeah, really, for such a momentous record, it's quite a disappointing reissue. Next week, no doubt, it'll drop like a stone, because we will have all bought it. We've all nudged it up to be a hit again. Is it another one? Is it another one again? No. It is in vinyl chart. Yeah. It is in physical chart. Yeah. Number 4 in sales. Yeah. So, but the streaming thing has really. This does not appear anywhere in the top 100, like it did in 1992 when there was no streaming or anything like that. And like I say, I've never really anything after 2014. To me, if you got a number 1, maybe you can say you've got a number 1. But you know, but I mean, I still think that there's something going on with record companies or even artists just rigging up thousands of smartphones, playing Spotify on a loop just to bump up their numbers, because this should have appeared somewhere in the top 100 and it hasn't. It's just disappointing. Anyway, as a collector, as a fan, you buy it. I wish kind of I've got the other one now, the one that's just black, because that's dandruff queen. If anybody knows how to send this onto Universal, why don't Universal ever ask us the fact, what would you like to have done, and open suggestions? They never approach any of us. I know loads, all the big names in ABBA fan. That's my dog. In the fan world, never get asked what. We're the ones that were around. I remember buying this when I was 13, getting on the bus and going to a record shop to buy this. Why don't they ask people like me, or people that are really in the know, what could we put there? The second part. The first one we know. Don't touch the original. But the Spanish one, to me, was always a bit of a disappointment on that album, because it sounded just really different and a bit kind of bland, basic. And the English version was so much better. But they could have taken it to bits, recompiled it, and then put the Spanish vocal back. It would have sounded like the English version, but in Spanish. That could have done that. That is a missed opportunity on this. So that's Dancing Queen 50th anniversary, which is, it's been and gone. Everything takes over a week to get anywhere now, and some of you won't even have received it even now as I record this. But it's number 1 in the vinyl chart. I'm repeating myself, but it's just the dandruff, the white spots do not sparkle. If you're going to do sparkle, do it with the glittery bits, and then press, and then you might get at night time. Because I haven't got my movie light around the right way, but I know it won't sparkle. It does. It says it sparkle. It's just white bits on black vinyl.